Hey guys, Ambassador here again. Today I'm here to talk about balanced and unbalanced connections on your audio system, why, when, and where to use any of them, and what are the benefits of picking one or another. Okay, let's watch it.
In the first place, why you should worry about it? And the answer is simple. Noise. We want to eliminate them. Who likes noise? Let me try to illustrate a situation where we have a singer whose microphone is connected to a mixer board, which is connected to electricity and to the power amplifiers, which is also connected to output of the mixer board. The singer has monitors and a cell phone, which is connected to a big cell phone antenna and most likely to Wi-Fi. The studio or stage have lights, sometimes flashing lights. Then you start adding singers and then musicians until you get to the drummer. Oh my god, the drummer, he wants the kit completely microphoned. That's a lot of cables. All this can be a source of noise. Now let's see how the noise can interfere in your signal. I'm representing the signal here by the first harmonic and the noise by the 11th. Let's look case by case now. Firstly, about the cables. Unbalanced cables. This cable is okay from 6 to 10 feet in length. That's why broadly used for instruments. The structure of this cable is a center conductor, an insulation, and then an outside layer with the conducting shield, followed by the main insulation. The shield blocks most of the electromagnetic interference, but not all. Let's look at the balanced cable now. They're normally seen with XLR or TRS connectors, most used when we need long cables or a lot of cross-pathing between cables, or if we have noisy power lines or some external interference. As two main conductors shielded individually and another shield involving both conductors on the outer layer. Now comes the electronic part of it. For that, we need to talk about operational amplifiers, represented by this symbol, which has two inputs, one non-inverting and one inverting input, and one output, which is the difference between the two inputs multiplied by the gain of the amplifier. If we ground one input, there will be no operation, and we can use it as an amplifier only. If we insert a signal to the non-inverting input, we have a non-inverted amplified signal at the output. On the other hand, if we input the same signal at the inverting input, we have an amplified inverted signal. If the same signal is inserted at the two inputs, the operation will happen and the result will be 0 at the output. On the unbalanced case, we ground the inverting input and insert a signal on the non-inverting input, and the signal gets amplified. If we insert a noise with the signal, the noise will be also amplified. On the balanced case, as we have two conductors on the cable, each one of them is connected to one input. We have a signal traveling in one conductor, an input at the non-inverted input, and an inverted signal traveling on the other conductor and input at the inverting input. What happens on the output? We have 2x amplified signal, because the operation will be signal minus signal or inverted signal, which equals to 2x signal. Now, if we insert noise, what happens? the output is still 2x the amplified signal. Why? Because the noise is received by the two conductors on the same phase, which means that they won't travel inverted from each other. Therefore, the math becomes signal minus signal plus noise minus noise. In other words, the noise is cancelled. And here is just a reference if you want to measure or build your own balanced cable.
Alright, I hope that clarified a little bit of your questions about when to use balanced or when to use unbalanced connections, and next time you'll be able to make better decisions on what to do. You know what to do? Put a like in there if you do, and if you don't, you know what to do too. Nothing. Alright, see you next time.